Hey, fucking introduce everybody.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say gig out because I was gonna say it for you. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, let him go ahead.
How am I gonna introduce? Y'all can introduce ourselves.
Yeah, cause I introduced.
So, welcome to the podcast, everybody. It's the second one, April 1st. April Fools. Happy April Fools to everybody.
Does anybody celebrate April Fools anyway?
Yeah. I got you
I
on
think
the.
it's only high school.
Oh yeah,
I got you on the group chat.
I'm not coming.
I got you on the group chat.
I was like, you got me, bitch. So, this is Gabriel. I'm Jacob. Richard, Paul.
And we are. We don't know.
We don't know.
JRPG.
Oh, now you want JRPG.
Oh, it actually works.
Wait, no.
That was actually
no, Richard.
first.
Okay.
I want a JPEG. No, wait.
No, JR.
Where the fuck is
JR?
Richard?
Right?
You said something like that, but you left out the R. So Giselle was hanging out with us, and she was like,
JarPeg was the thing.
and she was like, "Why don't y'all do JRPG like everyone's initials?" I was like, "Oh, that's a good idea." So I told Richard, he's like, "Fuck y'all, dude! I got an idea." He's like, "You know what? Whoever's voting against it, I vote no."
The reason I said that is because a few years ago,
Bro.
Oh shit!
we were gonna make a YouTube channel together,
That was the thing.
and then
Oh,
all
us-
of us,
all
and
of us?
it was us three. But then I was like, "Oh, we should add Jacob and JRPG," and then you're like, "No, that's fucking dumb."
Who said that?
Oh, y'all!
Wait, I did?
Yes.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I said that sounded cool as fuck.
I remember it. I don't remember.
Damn,
I had to leave that.
really-
I
I
had to leave that channel.
remember.
I hope
That's
none of
my
that
voted
poison got my
against
cup.
it.
I had to leave that channel
I hope so.
for my own personal sake. Just like James was kind of trying to leave.
I know. You didn't even make it like one video.
I did a couple videos with Gabriel. We did a Lego game.
Oh, those.
Hey,
are
Oh, that never went up.
Hey, honestly, we should redo that. Since we got this going on, like, we should just, like, bring that back.
Do what?
Dude,
Just
I was
change
just
your
saying,
channel
you gotta learn how to play Smash so we could do a drunk
I'll learn.
live stream.
I mean, I played it before.
Well, it's not really learning. It's just about.
I played it before. I played
button
it.
mashing.
That's
That's
how
how
I
I
came to my house.
figured it out.
That's what I did.
Oh yeah,
wow.
we actually got him to play once, and he enjoyed it, but he was drinking.
Oh, yeah, because we could do like a drunk live stream or like a drunk gameplay where we record for an hour.
I don't need a game to tell me when to drink, but no, I'm just kidding. No.
One day
No.
we should do a drunk podcast, too.
Huh?
One day we should do a drunk podcast.
Damn,
too.
dude, I don't know. I feel like I'll say like a racial slur by accident.
I can't even drink anymore, dude. Like my liver won't allow it.
Chill.
Nah, dude. When we went to...
I thought that was your stomach. It was the wind outside.
It was me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was you?
No, what did I do? What happened? I burped.
Oh, it's an
Oh,
airplane.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that too. Like we just looked at each other like Final Destination. Man, but yeah, I'll be totally down to do a drunk live stream one day.
But we should, like, I'm saying, like, yeah, I'm down for that, too. But
Not
we should just
today.
bring out, like, gameplays, like, how we recorded a while back when we had
You're
a
a
channel.
fucking idiot. I just saw you right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
we could do the Royal Rumbles in 2K19.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, has that game come out yet?
It's been out.
Oh
It's
no
been
shit.
out.
I feel like he's trying too hard to do April Fools, but I know that was real.
He saw the stupidity in my eyes.
It's from when that remote hit you in the face. You and
Uh,
Gabriel.
he got he got the two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
We were little kids. I think Gabriel started crying.
That could have fucking hurt.
I had a PC remote.
I think me and him were gonna shut up when we were
And I
kids.
was like, oh, you need to shut up. And I was just playing. But, like, I went like that with the remote, and they were sitting
Fucking
right next
point
to
blank,
each other.
like this distance. Throws it, bounces off my tooth,
Oh.
hits Jacob on the head.
Like it
It
bounced
wasn't
off of
even-
him and hit me in the head.
It was like maybe about this far away, but like I did it so hard, it
That's
just
that's fucking closer
Yeah.
than like me and you.
He tried doing the power Christ
It launched
compels
out of
you,
my
but he
hand.
fucking fell right out of his hand.
I know
Like,
he actually threw the whole bottle of holy water instead of just the drops.
and it was a glass bottle.
With the fucking bullet. Nah, dude, that
Barely
shit fucking
smelling
hurt.
that glaze, or it's barely getting into my taste buds.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fucking lingering right now. I thought with that shit you spray it low on the ground.
I wasn't thinking. I just saw it right here.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had that shit in here.
Yeah, I bought it for the restroom, but I just kept it in here. I was like, hey, this smells pretty
I know fucking I farted really bad in my room. And it fucking reeked for like a good minute or two. It's like I would go like come in and out of my room like during the day. I'm just like, bro, it fucking stinks in here,
Because it
dude.
just came in and out of your room.
It just
Never
came
mind,
all
never
over
mind.
his room.
She was like,
End video.
Can we restart? Nah, dude, but I was like, why does it fucking stink of that? I realized, oh, it's my fart. I had to go poop, so I went to go poop, and I fucking took care of the situation.
Do you have either... Never mind.
Nah, tell me now.
I'll say tape.
Tape?
Yes, masking tape.
For what?
I got duct tape in my room.
Where?
For what? For what?
Why?
Nah, it's
He's gonna kidnap one of us.
I know.
On the podcast? You can do the podcast.
No, it's gonna be
No.
after the podcast.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
gonna.
okay. In that case, it's fine. It's
No,
not a podcast.
Wait, you need the tape right now for the podcast.
Not really. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
During
No.
the intermissions.
Yes slash no.
What? What are you gonna do?
Nothing. We'll wait. We'll wait till
No,
30
I
minutes.
trust you.
We'll wait for like the next 25 minutes.
No, I don't trust him either, but I'm still gonna go get it from him.
All right.
But now, give me 25 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So you said you had a topic to bring up?
Oh yeah, it was about wrestling. Like, do you know that guy John Oliver? Like, he has, like,
I saw about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard about that?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that shit?
I haven't watched wrestling in a
Like,
while.
John
about-
Oliver, he's this dude that has like his own talk show on HBO.
And here he is.
Hey, John Oliver, yeah.
No, just kidding, fucking.
But he had he did a segment talking about like WWE and saying like how like he was saying like he's a huge fan of like wrestling, like he loves wrestling, but he was saying like as far as like how much money they make that they should be able to afford like health insurance for like their wrestlers because supposedly like all WWE's like in their contracts it says that they're independent contractors, even though they can't wrestle anywhere else. They can only wrestle for WWE, and it says something about like with their pensions they can't get until they're 65. But supposedly, like every superstar who's passed away, like China, Eddie Guerrero, Roddy Piper,
Never made it to 65.
yeah, like I think Roddy Piper almost made it, but he died at 61. So no one's able to like get their pensions, and no one has like health insurance. Like they had to pay for their own health insurance, and dude, it was like a 23-minute video.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it like about like 2 hours ago, and it flew by so quick. And they talked about like the podcast with CM Punk, like when he first left WWE, and they were saying like he was talking about like if you get injured, you okay? Like if you get injured, that like you can't really say like oh you're injured because like someone else could like take your spot.
Yeah.
So, like, supposedly he got a concussion, like, the day before they're supposed to go, like, on a European tour. And the doctor was like, so you want me to do a concussion test? Or can you make it to Europe? And CM Punk was just like, man, dude, fuck you, fucking pig. Yeah, I'll go to Europe. So he had to wrestle in Europe with, like, a concussion for, like, 2.5 weeks or something like that.
It just feels like a headache, to be honest with you. A bad headache. But
I don't know.
I mean, I guess concussions are different, but
Yeah, but it's, like, it's real shitty
like
because
a migraine.
they're, like, $1 billion company and they can't afford insurance, like, for their wrestlers. And
They just don't want to.
Yeah, pretty much like they don't offer it.
Yeah.
And they show like a
Just like they can't have pyro for some reason on regular pay-per-views anymore, or like change the stage. Like
we're talking. I mean, we're talking about the health of the wrestlers, Jacob.
I'm talking about the care for the fact that I don't even pay $9.99 a month. I use your
I know, but it's like what the fans should do is like like he was kind of not advocating for it, but it's kind of like saying like the fans should do something about it, like at WrestleMania, because this was on Sunday when he announced it, and he was trying to say like fight for it because they kind of listen to their fans, like the whole Daniel Bryan, give Divas a chance, and it's like when they try to force something down their throats, like people don't like it, and he gave Roman Reigns as an example. Like, you know, he's supposed to be a face, but everyone's booing like the living shit out of him, telling him to fuck off. Heck off, buddy. But
he already said fuck.
Oh, fuck. So, like after watching that video, I was like, damn, dude, it was kind of shitty. I was like, professional wrestlers don't get health insurance, but it's like, you know, my place of work, like, you know, I don't do like. Of course, I don't do that type of shit, but it's like they have like the best insurance possible for like their employees and shit. I'm just thinking like, dude, that's pretty fucking wild.
I didn't know about that.
No, you should, it's a pretty good video. And, like they just uploaded it like. Oh wait, no, it happened last night. They just uploaded it last night. It's pretty good. Almost cried because they showed Eddie Guerrero. Don't.
Oh no!
It was like you laughed when he died.
But yeah. I think one thing they should do is stop house shows. Like those are wastes, you know what I mean?
But you go to them all the time.
I go because they come here, but
So be part of the movement and stop going, so no one goes, and then eventually they'll just stop doing
The
it.
house
'cause they're not
the
making
house
any
shows
money.
are dropping.
Do
Though.
something.
I read the article that they're
Get some
dropping.
help.
But
Stop it.
because like they're
Get some
they're
help.
already fighting Monday, Tuesday, and then they go on house shows for like Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Yeah, because I heard their only days off during the week are like Wednesday, Thursday. I think.
Yeah, unless like because they switch between house shows. Like
What about
One
Friday?
day
Because I ran into Kofi Kingston at the airport.
well, it's probably a Raw house show that day,
Oh.
and probably
We'll
Saturday.
bring that up soon. Yeah, stay tuned.
Saturday they probably had a SmackDown house show or Sunday, one of them.
No, but I heard like how like tonight. This is on a Monday, so it's like on Monday Night Raw. Like they show it live, but they also have a house show for SmackDown, like
Yeah.
the same day.
Yeah.
And I think that's so stupid.
Yeah,
Like it's such a waste of time. It's like people should be at home.
Watching
watching
what's
Raw.
going to actually matter.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't matter because it all gets erased at the pay-per-views.
True.
I don't know. One thing they should totally have
Just,
is
like,
an
totally
off
ignored
season.
you. An off season?
Yeah. Yeah, like
I wouldn't say off season. At least like
at least like an extra day off.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
it's not real. It's not a real sport. Get that through your head.
Hold back my legs out like that.
Nah, I don't think they should do off season. I don't think they should do off.
A month off would be good, though.
Like someone like let's say like AJ Styles. You know how he was champion for a while.
Nah.
Like let him be champion for a while and then give him like a good month or two off.
Like
Oh, Brock
only
Lesnar
him?
treatment.
No, not Brock Lesnar treatment.
Undertaker.
No,
know
him
how-
because he was the WWE champion. He was there for so long, like every week, fighting every week,
No,
fighting every
well-
review, and like not just him, but other superstars who do the same thing, like who have to be there every week. Give them like a month or two off. Use that time while they're gone to build up someone else. You know what I mean?
I think it's stupid.
So what I think is like you know how like so off season for NFL is after the Super Bowl till
Yeah.
August.
the only thing I'd say would be a problem with that. Go ahead.
I'm just kidding. Now go for it.
Well, because I was thinking about it, it's like, okay, you have WrestleMania, then they win the championship, and then they just go like away for a month.
No, but well, that's how it is with every other sport. NFL, like New England wins the championship, and then they're off until August. The Warriors win the championship. Fuck the Warriors, and then they're
so
off.
so just like skip like a
Nombre goes first goal.
so just skip like just a whole month. Like you just have a new champion with the belt.
Yeah, but it's like when they come back, it's like, you know, they're still champion, but it's like, you know, they're well rested. And, you know, like for superstars that are wrestling like through an injury, like it gives them time so that way they can recuperate the injuries and like, you know,
Yeah.
like rehabilitate
I don't know. I
that
feel like
shit.
people lose interest. Like there's off season. Like they want to come back to the same
But it's
audience
like,
that they had.
but people never lose interest with NBA or NFL.
That's
and
kind of different though than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it grows because there's a fucking break in between it.
I don't think it grow. I just feel like it's a different.
Like who the hell watches NCAA basketball and like all of a sudden I feel like everyone's watching it. I find
That's
myself
because of
watching it.
playoffs.
Oh, no.
For March Madness.
Yeah, I never pay attention to that shit. But I don't know.
And
It's like
it makes
just
a lot of money though.
But it's like concerning the health. It's like he had mentioned that back to that shit. Excuse me.
Take it in.
That he was that he was talking about pretty much how like the NFL for how shitty like their shit is has a better like rehabilitation system than WWE does. Like they give their employees, you know, that time off between like the beginning of February till preseason. But it's like with WWE they work like 300 house shows.
Most don't even play either. Like the big names don't even play.
Yeah, so it's like that's a major time that you get off, and you're only playing like 16 games, not including like, you know, the fucking the playoffs. But I feel like with WWE they should have like some time off. Like I feel like after WrestleMania would be a good time because it could be like their Super Bowl, their finals, whatever. As cheesy as that sounds,
No, what you mean, yeah.
but it's like I feel like they do deserve that break, dude. Because
Or at least the champion, when they win, they take a month break, and for that month, they have the two number one contenders building up to the next pay-per-view. Well, I mean, it would kind of be pointless because then it gets to like the whole Brock Lesnar where he hardly wrestles.
Yeah, then we just turn to that.
yeah,
But that one.
But you know, at least have the superstars still show up, like to Raws and shit. But I mean, I guess
know,
it takes
but
away
that-
from his vacation.
it depends on like, you know, the contracts like with fucking like the network that they have, like with USA. Like,
yeah.
you know, y'all have to do like a show like every Monday night
Yeah.
or every Tuesday night. I feel like that's real shitty too. Like, you know, give them. Like, I just feel like that break is necessary, like, for their health. Especially not be able to, like... Well, of course, like, they could afford, like, health insurance. But it's, like, you know, not be given that offer by the employee that they work for.
I mean,
And they're saying, you can't wrestle anywhere else. But you're independent. You don't work for us, but you work for us. But we're not going to give you the benefits. Like, you got to pay for everything.
how you were talking about
Put
USA?
NXT on for Monday night.
Ooh, that'd be pretty good.
For that month
get
that
a
they're
lot.
Say it again?
Like for the month that they're off, you know how you said like they have to have a show every Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Just put like on NXT or like the other shit that's like not showed on TV,
Not
like
205.
cable wise.
Not
Oh,
too.
Dude.
no, that'd be cool.
Not too.
At least give them that month to like after WrestleMania. They just start with them.
But like what I was gonna say is like I don't think Vince sees it as broken. Like
Like Matt Hardy does.
yeah, like Matt, he knew it was broken the beginning when him and his brother had to go to TNA.
Brother Nero.
Dude, Matt Hardy lost a lot of weight.
And then
He looks young.
I know, dude.
right.
I heard, like,
Is this version 3?
Oh, but I'm sorry. Let me finish real quick.
Yeah,
before-
go my bad.
2.0.
What I was gonna say is like I don't think it's necessarily USA that's saying like, oh, you'll have to do a show every week, because they've been doing it for what, over 20 years already.
True.
A show every week, like no matter the station.
They are the long-lasting weekly televised.
episodic.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, where did Jacob go? All I see is Michael Cole.
that's the first thing that popped in my head. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Bitch.
No, but like I think it's probably just Vince in the back saying like, oh well, we've been doing it for 20 years. Why change it now? It's not broken. When it is broken,
Yeah, he's
That
just
is true. But don't
No,
be
but
corrupt.
he's just
Yeah.
kinda, but he's just kind of like stuck in the past though. Like,
oh yeah, no doubt
Old
about
heads.
this Kofi thing. Like I was like, dude, that's a really stupid reason. Like he didn't give a reason for Kofi to not be in the championship, except like, oh,
but you can
they
tell like
made
it was kind of like a
thing.
race thing too.
That's what I
Like,
said too. I was like, because he's black.
yeah, like when he was saying like when he was talking to like all the New Day in the ring, and like he was saying like, you don't deserve anything, you don't deserve anything. I was just saying like, this is kind of cringy. He was like, nobody deserves anything. I was like, did he kind of say himself? I don't know. I still feel like that cringe in my back, dude. I can't stop making this face.
Yeah, dude, but like they, I think he's trying to bring back stuff from the past that worked, because you know we as kids and like we really
we like that
soak
nostalgia
that shit in,
thing, yeah.
and
It's like one thing that kind of makes me cringe. I didn't mean to cut you off,
sorry, man.
but it's like how they say like wrestling was better back then.
It was still kind of shitty back then.
Yeah, it was like there was a lot of stuff that was pretty cringy, but it's like
I guess everyone just goes back to the moments that were great.
Yeah,
back
it's
then.
like-
I think the stupid shitty storylines.
So
Because
it's
everybody
like-
likes that B movie material.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like because like their competitors. Because, like, with WWE at the time, like, in the 90s, or, like, the late 90s, like, Attitude Era, like, I believe they were fighting with South Park. Because it was South Park that was number one, and then WWE, and then I believe it was The Simpsons right underneath. And it's like, if you're trying to compete with South Park and how raunchy they are, it's like, they're going to try to do the same fucking thing, because that's what people are really into.
Yeah, at the time.
So it's like, when I say Attitude Era, what comes to mind?
Are you ready?
John
Yeah.
Cena. No, I'm just kidding. It's Stone
Exactly.
Cold, Steve Austin.
What about you?
Stone Cold, Rock.
Yeah, you?
D-Generation X. Like,
Yeah,
that's all I
it's
think
like
about.
exactly. It's like we think about like those main people because
I was about to.
because it's like that's what people like, you know, tie in with the Attitude Era. But it's like there was a bunch of other like really bad shit. I remember watching. I was watching the network and they were showing like an old episode of Raw, and it was like The Godfather, like with all his hoes.
Oh, the whole
Oh, yeah.
train.
Yeah, the whole train, and he was talking to someone with Giddy. He's like, "Oh, hey Giddy, I'll give you one of my hoes." He's like, "Oh, I don't want a hoe." He's like, "Do you have any goats?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like stupid cringy, dude. Like I couldn't stop making this face. Like, oh man,
Wait, at what age?
huh? This is like 98.
To be determined
think
on the
I-
actual date.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think I knew what a hoe was at 9.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what the whole train was. I was like, "Ooh, girls."
How old were you in 1990?
I get
98?
it. That's not what you did there. How old were you?
How
I was only 2.
Huh?
I was only
I
2.
was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I was 3 years old. But it's like
I was 5. I had
Yeah.
a little. No.
no, but like my
He felt something strange.
I was like, Mom, what's this feeling I'm feeling? I need to get me a train.
it's
Mom.
on Mijo. Why is your dick out?
Oh my god, people.
Oh,
Nah,
my
but
God.
it's like my earliest memory, like of wrestling, had to be like WrestleMania 17, like with the TLC match,
Oh, yeah.
Rock versus Hogan. Versus Stone Cold. That was probably like my earliest memory. But it's like even watching it then, like I knew there was like some stuff that was like real raunchy and shit. But it's like honestly, like comparing it today, like they're not gonna have like that many views probably like ever again, not unless something magical happens. I think it's only because WWE doesn't really have competition right now. So it's like, but even though they don't have competition, it's like they got like some of the best wrestlers in the world. I think this is like some of the best wrestling I've seen today compared to like how it was back then.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a bunch of flippy shit. I was like, this is the most athletic these wrestlers have ever been, like in the fucking
And
lives.
it works.
Yeah, and it's like
I remember I watched
You know what
the
make me
halftime
happy?
heat. Did you
Face
watch
shots
halftime heat?
again.
fake shots, like.
Oh,
Did you watch halftime heat?
Oh, dude, that show was fucking
match was
badass.
And that was like a lot of flipping, but that was a badass match.
Well, my boy Adam Cole. Bye-bye! Nah, dude, that match was fucking good. I didn't even watch the halftime show. I watched halftime heat.
I watched the halftime show, but then I watched it later on, and it was badass.
Nah, it was actually really
You were
good.
talking about face shots. My dumbass thought you were talking about the old graphics where they would be like this, the wrestler, like it'd be like the,
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
I
I
wish
wish they
they
brought
could. Yeah, I wish
Like,
they
it's
did
like
that
a moving
shit.
graphic
It's
that
like
just
they
stops.
turn
Yeah.
sideways.
and then it says their name underneath and a little
Yeah.
bit about them, like their weight and shit. Oh, dude, that's great.
I don't know. Now it's just like still pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it's,
man, y'all could afford
it.
it.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
The-
And some of the pictures they
With
use are
technology
terrible.
now, they could do it easily.
I mean, they could just use some of the graphics from 2K19 and just throw a little skirmish. Like they don't even show them wrestling.
Even in the games, they used to have like actual pictures of them,
Mhm.
but now they just use like the
It's the
in-game.
rendering.
Yeah, it's just them like this.
Where
Yeah.
John Cena has his forehead a little bit too far out.
His fucking visor.
I always make them look pissed.
Right, dude.
Nah, my graphics card would be me with a corn dog, and I turn around just like, and it cuts to me with the corn dog.
And then and it says all your handles and your names.
It's all special finisher NA. it's all weight, and it has a Infinity logo.
Gosh,
And it's like hometown. It's like not from San Antonio.
it's just kind of.
from Canada.
Just visiting San Antonio for the time being.
Just visited the River Walk. It was nice. Having read like a fucking kindergartner. My favorite animal is a dog.
I wanted to be when I grew up.
Did you guys hear about Nipsey Hussle that died?
I don't know who that is, but rest in peace.
There's a conspiracy behind his death right now.
Then he got shot 6 times.
Yeah, but as to the reason why he got shot.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even say that.
What?
Oh no, well he did get shot 6 times.
Oh, so like, I don't know if you ever heard of him. His name was Dr. I don't know how to say his name. Dr. Sebi.
Then I bring it up. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
His name was Dr. Sebi. He was like, he knew about medicine, like herbal medicine.
Mm.
And apparently he found like the cure for AIDS, cancers, diabetes, all that. And then, so he's from Honduras. So he went to Honduras back home and he died. But apparently no one knows how he died. And so like that's a whole conspiracy on its own about how he died, mysterious and all that. And so this guy Nipsey Hussle, this rapper, he was gonna make a documentary about him, or he was making a documentary about him to like bring more light to him. And so like the conspiracy is that they killed him because he was gonna make a documentary about him. And the reason they wanted to kill a doctor is because if he has all these cures for this stuff,
And he gives them to people. How are they gonna make their money?
yeah, how is the pharmaceutical world gonna make the money? Because they make the money off of people being sick. So if he cures everything, no one's gonna be sick no more, and then that pharmaceutical world is gonna go down and broke. So they killed him. And since Nipsey Hussle was
That
gonna
would
make a
make college
documentary,
really
Oh, so
pointless.
that's why that Nick Cannon said he was going to finish it, right?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, they said in honor of, I guess that, was he a rapper, right?
Nipsey Hussle, yeah.
That in honor of him, like, you know, being taken so early that he was gonna finish the documentary about like Dr. Sebi, I guess that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what that meant, but that kind of makes sense right now. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But it's just like, man, he was only like 33 too.
Yeah, he was 33.
Man.
That's 10 years from now. For me.
Oh, I was like, what's going on?
That's like 4, 5.
What are you, 43?
17,
Nah, dude. That's...
Yeah, that's the whole little conspiracy about his death.
So back to wrestling. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, rest in peace. Nah, man. We've been trying to do this podcast for like a good while, but man, yeah, when we got back from Kickapoo, like I got like stupid sick.
Thanks.
I'm pretty sure it was from you.
I don't remember being sick when we went.
Yeah, I remember you like your voice was all raspy. I remember that for sure.
I
remember
I've had this
this
cough
sleep
for like
on the way
2
over
weeks
there on the
though.
way back.
Huh?
What's up?
I say I remember you being asleep all the way over there on the way back.
I know, dude. I remember I was talking to Jacob. Like Jacob was being a trooper and staying up with me the whole time, and then I was talking to him about Five Finger Death Punch, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, but yeah, what do you think about this?" Like I'm not even looking. I'm just here like, huh? I was like, "Dude, you probably like, yeah, dude, I'm falling asleep."
And then after that, dude.
Back?
Yeah, after that, like,
back.
I snapped back into it, like, I stuck it through the whole way back and, like...
Bro, I was so tired.
Changed
I
up
woke at,
the set list, the playlist on the way back. We started jamming our hearts out.
I know. I never knew Jacob was a fan of 80s music. Like, we bonded so much, man. And I was showing him a Chance the Rapper. But, acid rap. Who's such a man?
What was it, Nutter Butter? Jellyfish or some shit like
Oh,
that?
not Cocoa Butter Kisses.
That one. I don't know what
you know what's that song? Dude, that song.
I'm not a fan of him.
He-
I like that
he's
one
okay.
commercial he did with what's it called?
In Sync?
Yeah, that was a good
That one's
commercial.
okay. Nah, it was funny because I was when I dropped off Giselle at her house and come back home, I was like, you know what song I haven't heard in a long time? That I'm the One by DJ Khaled. And as soon as I said that song started playing. I was like, God damn it! I should have just kept my mouth shut. Like,
Hey, are you still going to Vegas?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I was gonna say you don't have to. Well, I mean, we would want you to.
No, it's fine. Okay, cool. I'm gonna clear. Woo!
But I just found out. Well, was that why you brought it up or no? So I could bring up my part. Or did
Oh, no, I was asking
I
to
probably just
see.
bugged into it. But anyways,
Well, I was back to you about why you're not going.
Yeah, but I found out. I didn't know this. It turns out the festival doesn't start till 7 p.m. It ends at 6 in the morning. So I would probably be sleeping all day.
Okay, so I probably won't go then.
I mean, I'm still going to be there.
Yeah, that's his thing.
I'm not going to EDC.
Have fun. No, but
But you were going.
I'll go, mijo.
Yes.
I-
That's
I-
alright. That's alright. Never
No,
mind.
but it's
Sorry,
like-
that's alright. I get what you're going. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
no, but I was kind of thinking about it, and I was just like, man, dude, like I feel like I should save my money because like when you saw me at Kickapoo, I spent like $100 just like that, and
I spent a dime. I spent a penny.
Yeah, all you did was
actually he did spend a penny.
Oh yeah.
It was of ours. It was
Wait,
of
wait.
ours. I'll tell him press this button right here, and he'll press it, and then boom, like my $100 just gone like on the spot. I was like, this is only $2 bet. What the fuck?
Like, hey, max bet real quick, Paul. You press it, boom, lost.
Shit. Like, damn it, let's go home. Nah, but one of my coworkers, one of my buddies, his birthday is actually the same day that we're leaving. I think, or either y'all were leaving or that y'all were gonna be there. It was one of those. I just picked my nose. Yeah, that's why I wiped it.
I hate to
He
do
wiped
this.
it on his dick.
I'm a fucking fat dick. She's like,
I hate to do this, but I gotta use the restroom, guys.
Well, you got 3 minutes, so you can wait.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm just glad you don't want to give yourself a hernia, and I appreciate that. or hemorrhoid, whichever.
I saw on.
And that concludes this podcast. Welcome to
I saw on 1,000 Ways to Die. If you push really hard, you can fucking pass out and kill yourself. So I just let it
I feel
flow.
like I don't know. I feel like that's kind of not true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they just do that because we gotta figure out 1,000 ways to die. 1, cancer. 2,
1,000 bullets.
super cancer. That
Like someone probably died trying to take a shit, but he's probably had something else wrong with him.
he was probably jacking off.
That's,
while he was
that's
taking
what they
shit.
did, right? They had like actual people that died, like or real deaths that happened.
Yeah, and they recorded them too as they died.
A lot of these deaths are just like 1 in a million.
1 in 1,000.
Speaking of deaths, I saw this movie called
Speaking of,
Life on the Line,
someone just died.
starring John Travolta. It's about linemen, like the people who work on the
Telephone poles.
yeah, telephone poles.
I thought you meant like linemen, like.
Oh no,
cowboy
yeah.
linemen. No, I'm just
Yeah, it was about that. It was a pretty good movie. Cried.
Well, I had a teacher in high school. He used to be the maintenance people for the poles. They worked for the city. He said that there was this one chick who used to do that too, climb the poles, but like he was really adamant about like telling people not to like hang up flyers on the telephone poles because if they have to climb up there, you're punching holes into the wood, and the shoes that they wear, the cleats with the spikes, if there's a whole bunch of holes and they do that, it's just gonna slide down. That this one lady, she climbed up the pole and then her cleats had lost grip and they were just going down, so she had to grab the pole like that.
Yeah.
And because of all the nails and shit that people put in it, the splinters went in her arms and in her thighs. She had to go to the hospital for it. And I was like, damn, dude, I just get splinters just touching the damn things.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, like in the credits, they were showing like people like who died in the line, doing the line.
Is that why you cried because he died?
Who?
John Travolta.
No spoilers, but I cried.
Well, you kind of say you're like, I cried. You're like, oh, at the end of the movie, they're showing people who died in this line of work.
Yeah.
So I kind of figured he died. Kind of process of elimination.
Well, watch the movie. Context clues.
Yes, he died.
Well, I'm not gonna. I wanted to watch that movie.
No, you weren't.
I know.
Okay, you watch how he died though.
How he died?
Yeah, you gotta watch how he died.
Cancer.
Old age.
No,
On the
Line.
telephone pole.
I mean it. You gotta
Plot
watch the
twist:
movies.
his wife killed him.
peel.
You didn't have a wife.
You should have.
I said stepped on a banana peel.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. It was a really good movie. I cried. Just watched it this morning, actually.
I can't think of a movie. The last one I cried in.
Cried before you went to work. I wouldn't have gone to work.
No, I was really good. I was
Okay.
like, for it.
I can't remember the last movie I cried in, but I do remember I cried when I watched My Hero Academia.
Coco was not a cryable movie. I know everybody said,
Yeah,
"Oh, it was so
I'm,
sad."
I'm
It
with
was.
you. Honestly, when
it was not.
people are like, "Oh, watch this part,"
I was like waiting for the whole. I was like
No,
waiting for the part.
I feel like that kills it when they're like, oh, I cried during this part, and then when that part comes on,
Well, see, no one said what part it was on. They just said like they cried in the movie.
oh, dude,
So,
I cried my fucking
The whole movie,
eyes
I'm
out.
waiting for like a sad part to come up. And
I've never
I
cried
could,
in a movie. Have you? Oh, obviously. you
yeah, I could
Obviously,
see
you
where
just said
they.
you
It was sad, but not enough to where that's like crying about it.
I think I
Or
can
tearing
name.
up areas.
I think I can name all the movies that I cried in.
I don't think I've ever really.
And when I say
Whoa.
cry, I don't mean like I was fucking bawling. I mean,
Oh,
like,
dude, Coco
Like
made
the
me.
tear
Coco made me
shed?
bawl.
Yeah, like tears.
Like-
Like there's legit
oh,
tears
okay.
in my eyes.
Coco made me sad because, like, legit reason, like, it kind of made me think of my mom's mom, like my grandma. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's kind of like because she like had Alzheimer's like before she passed away. I kind of just reminded me of her, and then like Giselle started crying because I took her to go see it. She didn't want to see it because she's like, I'm going to cry during the movie. And then, like, exactly like her great grandma that just passed away, like, a few months before. So we were both just crying our fucking eyes out.
See, in that case, yeah,
Yeah. I think Coco, Interstellar, I cried
I
in.
never seen that one.
Oh, wait, no, I shed a tear. I didn't really cry. Click, I cried in.
Cutting quick.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
dude.
That
Just him
movie was
crawling,
fucking
dude.
sad.
like that
Oh.
in the rain.
Oh,
Back
Adam
to the
Sandler.
sun.
Fuck, dude.
And I like that.
Interstellar is the one with Matt Damon?
Nah,
No,
with
Matthew
Matthew
McConaughey.
McConaughey. It's kind of like same premise with space, but Matt Damon was in The Martian.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
that one.
I haven't seen that
Well,
one.
I thought Sweet came out in that. Well, okay, so I probably think I know what Interstellar is, but didn't someone come out in like as a bad guy and it was him?
No spoilers.
He was in the movie. Yes,
See,
that's the same movie.
You never seen it?
No, I never
The
seen
movie
it.
came out like 10 years ago.
Doesn't
That's not
matter.
my fault.
Wait, what movie?
Interstellar. Have you seen
Matt
Interstellar?
Damon was in the movie. I just remember he was the bad guy.
The only thing I didn't like about the movie is they try to put like so much science behind it, and I was just like, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore.
Is this Sandra Bullock in that one too?
Yeah.
Yes.
So why'd you cry?
No, it was Anne
But don't say
Hathaway.
like don't say
No,
don't
it
say.
was-
I haven't seen the
No,
movie.
it was Anne
The
Hathaway.
movie
No,
came out
Sandra
years
Bullock.
ago.
It doesn't matter.
It was Anne
Wait,
Hathaway.
real quick. Because I hear that argument a lot. Like when people say, "Oh, it's an old ass movie," you should. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like for instance, I've never seen Pineapple Express. So you could spoil the fuck out of it. for
That's a
me,
different.
'cause-
That's not a movie like that. That doesn't matter because like that's like a typical comedy movie.
I know. I've
But
never
that
seen
can
it.
That
still
has
get
it-
spoiled though.
Not in a way.
Why
Not,
would-
but it's like,
not
I
something
can-
like
but-
Interstellar or like.
But it's like if he watches Pineapple Express, I'm like, oh, there's a funny joke in the movie. That's gonna spoil the joke for him because he's probably not gonna laugh as much like, if he already.
Well, that's
sees
different. A line.
No, it's not.
A line.
the
A
same
line
thing.
being spoiled versus a whole scene like what happens at the end being spoiled. That's way different.
There could be a line
It
on
is
why
Anne
you
Hathaway,
cry.
right?
Well, which one did?
In Interstellar,
No, which one did Sandra Bullock come out in?
Gravity.
Gravity.
It was
There you
Gravity.
go.
Because I've never seen either of them.
Yeah, I
that's
never
why.
seen Gravity. I heard Gravity was like really like intense.
Is he in it too?
I never seen it.
McConaughey?
Matthew McConaughey, he stars in no, it's George Clooney that's in Gravity.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't
Speaking of movie, I saw this
What
other
the
movie.
fuck?
I saw the other movie called Searching, and it's about this girl that goes missing, and like the whole movie's taking
Well,
place.
don't spoil it.
Oh,
we haven't seen
I heard that movie is pretty good.
It's fucking good. It's the whole place. The whole movie's taking place on a computer screen, but it's really good. No spoilers.
it. Seen
but-
Captain Marvel yet?
No, I'm probably ain't gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna see it. I'm probably just gonna watch.
Honestly, so
Good
like,
game.
there's 21 Marvel movies. I've seen a few of them, like Thor, Ragnarok, Civil War. I've seen a few of them, like 4 or 5. But I want to. My goal for this month is try to watch every single.
Do you know
Marvel
which ones
movie.
you're missing?
Oh,
or you're gonna
dude.
just watch
I
them?
want all
Oh,
of them.
dude, I
It's
heard
gonna
it's gonna take like
tire
2
you
days.
out.
Yeah, no.
Well, no, like
What?
you can watch one a day, right? Because you could watch one.
If I watch one day starting
you
now,
could-
I'll finish it before
Yeah, you can watch one a day starting
Endgame.
on the 5th, and it'll end like.
the one
No,
Endgame
you
comes
can't
out.
because once Captain Marvel's out of theaters, where are you gonna watch it?
It'll be still being
Yeah,
theaters by the time
that's
Endgame comes
Nah,
out.
dude, that's not how it works.
And it's like I have to watch Endgame the day.
Honestly,
I know.
another thing would be is it's not a big spoiler, but it takes place. Like,
I
Oh.
can't hear you.
I-
It's the
loud,
prequel, right?
I'm sorry.
no, I think it happened.
I felt my love.
Not Endgame. Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
It takes place
It's way before.
before. I think
Yeah.
it's. I think it's before the first Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, I saw the
Oh, yeah,
picture.
it
I
takes
saw
place
the
like in
picture on
80s or
Twitter
something.
where it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, this is the order you need to watch it, and Captain Marvel is first.
Oh, for real?
I
Yeah,
think
it
so.
takes
Because
place
usually I
before
just
all
see
of
the Iron Man and it ends at the last Avengers.
Yeah.
But thinking about it now, is like after I saw it, I think it's.
I don't really watch like movies like that.
Yeah, because
Like Star Wars, how it comes like, oh, you watch episode
Oh,
1.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I would just watch those like whenever
Yeah.
it came out and released
I
it.
think he did that because of the money wise, and then also the story. Because honestly,
It was only
the
supposed to
prequel
be.
movies aren't that good.
Good, yes,
Like,
Yeah, it was only supposed to be 4, 5,
Which
6,
movies?
and it turns out it was
Prequel.
great, so they decided to make
Oh,
1, 2,
dude,
3.
the other day, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
You're fine.
They were showing all the Star Wars movies, like from the first one to part 8. Right? Part 8 is the last one that came out?
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
They were showing all those movies in order, starting with the first one, Phantom Menace, and like watching on my 4K TV, it was fucking bad.
What was it? Channel was it on?
On TNT,
Oh, okay.
and I was like watching it, I was like, dude, I can't watch this. Like it's too, like the CGI is just so bad, and it's just like not only that, it's like some of the
It was
acting's
good
like,
at the time.
I know it was good at the time, but it's like watching it now, like it did not age well.
You
At
should
all.
watch. You should buy a 4K movie and watch it.
You know what
And
did
test
age
it on your
well?
movie.
The new
On your
Star
TV.
Wars, original trilogy, that he keeps adding new creatures to in every release.
I know, but it's like with these new like updated like CGI graphics that they add and shit, and
Terrible.
it's just like the newer ones. It's kind of like, oh, okay, well that looks better. Like that looks good on my TV. Like I saw like a couple clips from like the Planet of the Apes movies, like the newer ones. I was like, oh, these are actually like this actually looks pretty good. And then they show fucking Phantom Menace, dude, and I'm just there like, yeah, I'm just there cringing like how bad it looks. I never realized like how much Jar Jar Binks was in that fucking movie. I was like, he can't be that annoying, and he was fucking annoying.
Dude, speaking of him, the other day, I don't know if
You
it
ran
was,
into him?
Oh my god. I don't know if like
Fuck that guy.
if they just uploaded it, but like the actor was talking about how 20 years ago he thought about committing suicide because people were talking shit about Jar Jar. Like they're like, oh, we don't hate you, we hate the character. But like he said, like he put like part of him into it. Like he really got into the character.
Man.
And they said it was good. Like everybody was telling him, "Oh yeah, it's good, it's good."
It's good that they hate it because they give him. He obviously did something right for people to hate him.
And like
He's a good heel.
he was like he broke down crying, dude. Like he said, like just recently he went with his son on the bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge.
Huh.
He said like there was the spot where he almost thought about killing himself, like jumping off, and he took a picture with his son and he uploaded it, and he's like, that was a big step for me. But like, dude,
Man.
it was so emotional. I was like, fuck, dude.
That's,
like,
man,
people
fans are
talk all
shitty.
this shit about like Jar Jar, but did they read the expanded universe? Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Nah, like it's a good thing you brought that up because I remember with Part 8, what was it called? Last Jedi?
Last Jedi, yeah.
Everyone was sending like death threats to that one chick that was in the movie. She played Rose, I think.
The Asian chick, I don't know her name.
Yeah, she was the one who ended up kissing John Boyega.
Yeah.
That everyone kept on sending her like death threats. It's like, oh, you ruined the Star Wars franchise, and it's like you ruined the movie. I was like, dude, she did not ruin the movie. The movie just fucking sucked in general.
I didn't remember being that bad.
Yeah, she wasn't bad, like, at all.
Kelly Marie Tran was her name.
There you go. And it's just like...
What the hell was the part 7 called?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, the Force Awakens.
Yeah,
and
but
Last
it's like
Jedi.
everyone's sending her death threats and telling her she ruined the movie, that they were
Daisy
going to kill
Ridley
her.
got that shit in 7, and then she even got it even again, I think, in 8.
Yeah, and it's like, oh,
Even
like,
though-
they were sending her death threats and all this other shit, so
They
she ended
just
up deleting,
deleted
like,
their
her
accounts.
social media, like,
Like
all in general.
the Asian girl.
Yeah.
My 2 favorite scenes though from the part 8,
The spit swap.
that one, and well, my bad, 3. You watched the movie, right?
Yeah.
When fucking her and Kylo teamed up, that was like one of my favorite
Oh
scenes.
yeah, dude, that was
And
actually
then,
a really good.
and then
scene.
I was bad with the character names, but then when that blonde chick, fucking put that shit into like hyperspeed and just like slammed through that other spaceship. To,
Oh,
like,
Gabriel
Oh,
hated
I
her
fucking
you hated it?
hated her.
But, like,
she ruined the series.
but like the image,
Right.
but like the image of
she
like
ruined the series.
it was fucking badass.
Have you ever
Nah.
seen the Harry Potter movies?
I stopped at 4.
Well, like,
But they're gay.
I stopped at 4 because he stopped at 4 because I went with him to go see Goblet of
are
Fire.
they good though? Because I kind of want to watch them, but
They're good, but it's kind of like one of those. I feel like I don't think I would spend the time to go watch them now.
Yeah, I remember we were watching it. I remember freaking out because I think Goblet of
Well, if you
Fire
ever do,
was
I
a-
will watch them with you because I've been wanting to watch them for some reason.
And it was funny because that you brought that up because today I was thinking about it while I was at work. I was like, you know what? I was like, I should probably just sit down and find someone that would want to watch Harry Potter with me because I don't want to go watch it by myself and just like.
It's funny
Yeah.
because Giselle says she never liked Harry Potter, but her dad would go take her to the movies because her dad liked Harry Potter, but he didn't want to go by himself to go see the movie. But I remember the last time I saw a Harry Potter movie was Goblet of Fire, and Jacob took
Oh,
me.
dude, I fucking love Goblet of Fire when
so
I
you
saw
haven't
it.
seen Harry Potter?
No, I said
No, we
if
saw.
you wanna see
We
it.
used to watch.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Yeah, we used to watch the
I
Harry
think
Potter
that was the
movies
last
pretty
one I saw
religiously.
too.
How many
Yeah.
are there?
There's
There's
like
like 8.
Because there's 6, 7 books.
Not including.
No, that's bullshit.
it's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the Chamber of Secrets.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Is it Prisoner?
eh,
Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to go in order.
Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire,
And then
Order of the
it's-
Phoenix,
And then it's
Deathly Hollows, Part 1 and 2,
part 1 and 2.
which is the
and
Half-Blood
then
Prince.
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood
Oh.
Princess.
I was watching this other podcast.
So then
and they were
there's
saying-
And then there's
Okay.
Fantastic Beasts.
Because
Yeah, I didn't say that.
you're talking about movies, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Bitch. That was a good ass movie.
The Fox and the Hound.
Oh my god.
I was watching this other
Mario
podcast,
Fox.
and they were saying
Luigi.
that J.K. Rowling is like adding character stuff
Oh yeah, I heard
On
like she's
Twitter.
having like a midlife crisis.
Like
or something.
Dumbledore's gay or something?
Yeah.
Dumbledore and Griswold. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
like they're gay, but
Griswold.
she's like adding it on Twitter. She's like, oh, this and
Yeah,
this.
I fucking love the memes that I see on Twitter. It's like nobody, J.K. Rowling. It's like Dobby loves spit swapping.
And it's like, oh, how do you turn gay? And then it's all like, oh, when J.K. Rowling decides you're gay, you're gay.
Well, it's like J.K. Rowling says, you, the reader, were gay all along. And it's like, well, she.
I mean, I'm not making fun of gay people or anything, or like any shit like that, but I just thought that was funny, dude. Like that's something you should put in the beginning when you're writing it, not when after it's
like,
come out
on Twitter and like.
It's kind of crazy, like thinking about J.K. Rowling. I remember like years ago, like she was getting praised for like doing charity work. Like I remember everybody loved her. I think it was like charity work. I don't remember what it was for. It was a long time ago. But then now, like,
that's why I get for saying that because I took advice.
And then, like, a lot of people are now taking shit because she's saying, like, oh, like, who was it, Dumbledore and who else, like, were gay? Or, like, they had, like, a secret.
The guy from, what is it, Johnny Depp's character?
Johnny Depp's in the movie?
Or is it Johnny Depp? The new one. Is it him or is it,
I don't fucking know.
See, I don't even know. See,
I don't watch Harry. I haven't watched Harry Potter in such a long time.
Yeah, my knees are starting to hurt.
Did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp, the new one?
Nah.
It's on Netflix. It was really cool. The end credit was cool. If you've seen The Last Adventures.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. He's in the movie, yeah. He plays the villain.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Is he a pirate?
That's interesting.
No, but he could be.
Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
There's a new one?
No,
Nah,
the newest one
I
was
think
like,
I stopped after the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh my!
I mean,
the new one, it was Dead Man Tell No Tale.
That's
some
funny
bullshit.
because they
Dead
only
Man Tell No Tales.
no,
Yeah.
they only made 2 Chronicles of Narnia movies.
What?
God damn it, no. Name
Nah.
them in order.
It's
know them.
the
Okay,
Curse of the
there's
Black
Percy
Pearl.
Jackson and Lightning Thief.
God damn it. No.
Percy Jackson.
Curse of the Black Pearl. Oh, man.
I think the octopus one.
David Jones.
Johnny Depp and the Crazy Octopus Man.
It's David Jones.
There was a Shocker on Shock Street.
Oh, shut the fuck up! It's Curse of the Black Pearl.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh.
Night of the Living Dead.
There's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
That was more than
Holy, that's more than...
It's Pirates of the Caribbean,
Curse
the
of the
Curse
Black
of the
Pearl.
Black Pearl,
Curse of the Black
then
Pearl.
Dead Man's Chest, At World's End,
Yeah, I remember that was
On
part 3.
Stranger
I
Tides.
might have seen the third one, that was it.
I think that's where I stopped too. And then Dead Men Tell No Tales. That's the newest one.
They made
2017.
5 of them?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Fucking part 6. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean and the Flying Dutchman.
Fucking idiot.
I don't think I've ever seen like a movie series like that, like how Pirates is and how Harry Potter is.
All the way right.
I
You have
never
a wrestling
seen.
You
figure?
just fall off at the end.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, like the Avengers. I mean, like the whole Marvel thing. I've only seen like a couple here and there.
I think I could name all the ones I've seen.
Marvel movies?
Wait, does that include like the old movies before they started the cinematic universe?
No, I'm talking about just the cinematic universe.
remember, it started off with Howard the Duck.
Oh my god, you need a big bag of fuck up. You're an idiot. I mean, technically that's true. Because he's in the movie. But
It is.
Yeah.
I'd be fine.
That'll be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
so it's fucking
Motherfucking,
I've seen the
Ham.
first one I think I saw was Iron Man.
That was the first one that came out.
No.
I remember Iron Man. I'm sorry. Iron Man, I saw in class when it was still out in theaters. Was because Elazar, he was a fan of Iron Man. And he brought it fucking burnt to the school, and we all just watched it
They
in
look
class.
good.
It was kind of fuzzy, but I mean, you can make out everything that was happening. It was pretty cool.
Well, I've seen the 3 Iron Man.
Favorite superhero?
Captain America.
Wall Man.
Desk Man!
Calendar Man. The Wall Man, a man that gets bit by a wall. Pay me!
You idiot.
Nah,
honestly, for me, it's a tie between Spider-Man and
The new
Captain
Spider-Man? I
America.
like the old Spider-Man.
any Spider-Man. They
Batman.
could be all around me, and then I just No, I'm just
Bitch.
I just web sling everywhere.
Nah, dude.
I
But
like
like,
man.
Batman.
Oh god, get out. That's your house.
oh,
I'll get
I
out.
thought,
No,
we were talking about Marvel.
Oh, I was just talking about Marvel.
Because
Or
that's the
just
only
superheroes in
relevant
general.
one. The only relevant film series.
If we're talking about any type of superheroes, I'll say-
Gabriel.
What?
it's gonna be Blank Man.
Nightman.
Oh my god.
Now, have you seen Blank Man with Oh my god, I forgot his fucking name.
That movie's so stupid.
The main character from My Wife and Kids.
Oh, that one dude?
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Terry Crews.
my
That's
God.
right.
I don't know his name. Michael Che.
Oh,
Is that really his name?
No,
Good
that's the
job.
guy from Saturday Night Live. That's gonna be at WrestleMania.
Oh, stupid. What's that other guy?
Damon Wayne.
There you
Damon
go.
Wayans,
First,
yeah.
that show was ass. I hate that show, dude.
My Wife and Kids?
Yeah, I
Oh,
hated that
dude,
show.
I remember
I
I
hated
watched
the
that shit
fucking
religiously.
son, dude. He was such an idiot.
He always talked like this. Like, he always had a hunch in his back and it got me mad. I remember he became a
Oh
dad.
damn, I'm sorry.
Right? Not all
No,
of
yeah.
the
We all
posters.
sing them straight and shit.
Well, me and Jacob, the two worst posters in the room, just got
Did
told.
you ever used to watch, like, sitcoms like that
No,
when you
because
were
I was too
younger?
busy fixing
Yeah.
the fucking house.
Everybody hates Chris.
That was actually pretty good. No, like,
I mean,
well, a
well, Gabriel, we're-
sitcom with the laugh track.
George Lopez.
Oh, George Lopez.
When I
Yeah.
wake up at
Friends.
11
3 in
p.m.
the morning.
Yeah. You wake up to the noise.
Just
see him
flying
jumping
in
around.
the air.
Just flying off at
The
the
fucking
screen.
the grandma is like in the chair drinking a beer.
Benny.
Yeah.
The grandma.
It's sad that I fucking know her name.
Benny. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I like George Lopez a lot. Fresh Prince. I love Fresh Prince.
I was a late bloomer.
I like
Yeah.
the song. I didn't really care for it.
It's
Oh,
pretty funny, dude.
but you like the what was
Why don't my dad don't want me, man?
How come my dad don't want me, man?
Oh,
And then
dude.
just hug me.
Every time I see that shit,
Yeah,
it makes me fucking
yeah.
cry, dude.
Have you seen that scene?
Yes, but I don't know.
Okay.
What is it. Do I not have feelings? Is that it?
You probably gotta watch like the episode
I have.
2. Oh,
I see you later.
Full House. Luke
Full
used to
House,
watch
yeah.
that.
I
I watched
hated
you-
Full House.
I watched Fuller House on Netflix now.
How was that?
Dude,
Kind
I,
of cringy, but
dude, I remember.
Go back and watch Full
yeah, no,
House.
that's what I'm saying.
I remember a long time ago we all went to Mama's. I remember it was me, you,
Mama Margie's.
me, you,
We visited
Jacob,
Antonio.
Bianca.
That one
What's
year.
it? What's the name of your friend? James
Yeah.
and his girlfriend or his wife now, I guess. And then I remember you're like, oh, so who's watching Full House? I was like, that's fucking stupid, man. No one's watching Full House. And everyone started bashing me, and I was
Really?
like, when the fuck did everyone start watching Full
Wait.
House?
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was the bad guy, man. I was the heel.
No, you were the face in a room full of heels.
oh,
I know. I was the Roman Reigns
Bitch.
after Mania.
He was getting ready, like, once, like, everybody had to get out the booth, get ready
Yeah, I was like,
for the
what?
next
But
one.
did you like just not watch or you didn't like it?
I didn't like it. I liked the Family Matters. with
The only
Steve
thing I
Urkel.
like with
I didn't. That was alright.
That was
was
like,
alright.
Did I Go home, Steve.
you know what? I don't need this.
All I watched was SpongeBob and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. God damn it.
Dude, that show's fucking bomb, dude.
Oh, dude, I love that
I hate-
show.
I hate how Nick and Night changed like the programming now. Like I feel like they used to show all these George Lopez, Fresh Prince, Family Matters. Now they don't show Fresh Prince anymore. All they show is Friends, which I like.
Oh, dude,
But they
I hate
show-
Friends.
They show this new show called Mom, which is alright. It's kind of
Yeah.
decent. They show The Office now, which is stupid. I like The Office, but
I just started watching it. I thought you said you didn't watch it.
I do watch it.
I asked you the other day.
Like,
I
You
said
like-
yeah.
You
I
said
watch it
no.
on Netflix though, but
Dude, I don't know. Gabriel got me into that show, but there's some scenes that are just so fucking
Which one?
funny, dude.
The Office?
I just started watching
Yeah.
it.
did you see that one scene? Of course you saw
I'm
it.
just on season 6 now.
Whenever
I'm
fucking
just-
he hits that one girl at the car, and
Yeah.
he comes back in the office.
Meredith.
Meredith, and then he's all like, fuck, what do you say? He comes back in the office, all like, the doctor's did everything they could, and she's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys, why would you say like that? That's some bullshit.
Oh, man, I always laugh
Say
with
it, like it.
when Kevin brings in the chili
Dude,
and
I
he
was
fucking
just
drops
gonna
it.
bring that up.
And he fucking drops it all over the ground. Dude, I always laugh my ass off at that part.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I couldn't remember his name, but I was gonna say, like, drop the chili.
Do you see the scene where they're trying to learn how to do CPR and fucking Dwight cuts
He
off
just
the
fucking-
face
yeah,
and puts
just-
it on? Nah, The Office, it's cringy, but it's actually...
It's
Yeah.
a cringe
It's-
funny. Like,
yeah.
you laughing because it's awkward.
Yeah, man. Like, I know a lot
It's
of people
taking
are
a
telling me
step
to
out of
watch
your comfort zone.
That show Shameless. I think that's what it's
That's a
called.
good show.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I have it on my list, but I never bothered watching
Good
it.
show. I'll start watching it.
I've been trying to watch more anime than anything, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. Have you ever tried watching any anime in general?
Yes.
I mean, I've tried, but like I wouldn't.
He probably didn't try watching a good one.
Wait, which one did you try watching?
One Piece.
Sword Art Online.
Did I?
Yeah, you watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, but I just can't get into it. Like,
But you got into that because your other friends.
it's not my cup of tea. So watch anime.
Sword Art?
Yeah, him.
Like all my coworkers that I work with, they said they fucking hate that one because they hate like the main character or something like that.
Hey, it's your boy Bryce.
I have no
Your boy
idea.
Bryce.
I really
Not
want
anything
Jacob.
with
I really want you to start watching My Hero Academia.
I was thinking about it, but I figured I can't do two things at once. I'm gonna finish The Office first.
Hey,
Hey, that's fine.
do you have Netflix account?
Maybe. He just called me too. Our boy Adrian.
Sorry.
No.
Do you have one?
Yes.
Oh, you bought one after all?
Like I
I'll say
gotta.
this. We can go half and half. We have one already. So
Well, let me send me the money.
like my account, like you just add your profile into mine.
Yeah, do you like? I'm thinking about getting my own because like I'm
Did you add
tired
your
of
own account?
No, babe.
like
you
on
just...
my
Oh, I
account,
thought you were like
all these shows that I don't watch
Oh, true.
like are added to my account.
I haven't used Netflix in so long, but I'm paying for it for everybody. For me, Richard, Giselle, my dad,
and Stevie.
and Stevie, and whoever else is using it. Same thing with the network. I'm letting like 3 other people use it. I forgot who I'm letting it. But I know Jacob was one.
For what, the network?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Giselle, like she's paying for Hulu, and she's paying for Funimation. Like Funimation, I'm able to watch like Dragon
What's
Ball
that?
Super. For anime,
Oh, okay.
like, I'm able to
all I
watch
have is
Dragon Ball
Crunchyroll.
Super and My Hero Academia. I remember with My Hero Academia, like the second episode I was watching, I was like, "Fuck, dude, why is this show so emotional?"
And then I was just looking at Gabriel like this.
I know.
I remember this guy a long time ago, like years ago. We used to play on Skype and play games all the time. He'd always stay up to like 4 or 5 in the morning just watching animes on this. He had a list of animes that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, no, he still
I
has it.
never thought I would start watching it for some reason until I went to San
This
Japan
is the
last year, and I
finish.
watched the first episode
You
of
saw
Attack
any
on
new
Titan, and
ones?
it blew my
Serious one?
mind.
Nah,
Dude,
I don't even.
I
So
remember
I
this
finished
anymore.
watching
I can,
it,
like,
and
keep
then like
updated.
now I think it, like the next
Yeah, but I
couple
have
of
the old
episodes
list,
come out
let's
soon.
see.
So
Yeah, I
Was this
remember when
confusing?
you started watching it. I was
Oh
like,
no, it was
"Oh my god!" I tried watching Attack on Titan, and I couldn't get into it.
it was just one
I
of those.
respect everybody's decision. I'm not one of those people who are like, "Why are you watching that one for? It's fucking
This
trash,
one?
bro."
Oh, it's like a time.
Yeah, I mean it was okay, but I just kind of stopped.
It's one of those like if it doesn't get to the fucking point on the first episode, then what's the point? And it got to the fucking point.
Oh yeah, dude, the first episode
Dude,
was
like
pretty.
Yeah, like I kid you not. Go home and just watch the first episode. Just the first episode.
Anime, bro.
You want to? You say you cry, you'll fucking cry. I
Oh
shit
no,
you
I
not.
didn't cry that one. I cried so much during My Hero. Though.
Nah, he's
2015,
he's what's it called? I
Weeb.
don't that one too. No.
Nah, man, but I don't feel like those type of emotions in
Anime?
American shows, in Western shows. That,
Oh.
Yeah, right.
You're an idiot. Okay, well,
Nah.
I guess we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up right now. So
Why? It's right that time?
yeah, it's already that time, man.
Bro, damn. This
If the
was
battery
like-
wouldn't die, it
Mail
wouldn't-
time, mail
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We're on short battery life for right now.
Next
but-
time we're gonna connect to the computer.
Yeah.
Paul, have I been cutting you off? Damn, that's not bad.
We do the whole podcast. We do the whole podcast.
Go get the
I
wire.
told you to move over to.
Alright,
but,
that's it. Yeah.
All right, so
Okay,
thank you for watching. This is, I guess, what are we
don't
gonna
know.
call it? Pod Squad? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm digging it. I'm digging
Pod
it.
Squad.
All right, so
I'm gonna change the name of the episode of the first episode.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't go to the
fucking
Nah,
bitch.
it'll
But,
go.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.